comes up with top. Now he's looking up. Now we've seen their performers out here.
He's going to bring it out.
800s flying around 4 and 3 Gs. Now when you take the P-51 and do a loop like that, you are sustaining your body to 3 to 4 positive Gs for an entire time around to get to the top of that loop. It takes a toll on you. It works your system over. The whistling can come up P-51. The gun force is the leading edge of the wing.
Oh, man.
Whistle is the speed about building an aircraft. Less than 120 days from drawing board to flying aircraft. Look at the spinner on the P-51. You can almost count the RPM. P-51 today on the open market by flying P-51. Might take one up to $1 million. If you're lucky.
Oh man, right up that hill.
I'd hate to think what one such as Ed Shipley's big beautiful dial was worth today. As Larry said, it was an Oshkosh airplane. Ed takes the airplane over the top. Nice slow roll back to 45, holds a 9-pitch flight down to 45-degree down line. Airspeed, you push your nose on the airplane. It's so clean. Airspeed feels instantly with this airplane. You got the big plexiglass tank overhead. You got all the fluid lines running underneath the seat. The fullboard gets hot, the seat gets hot. You're hot from the sun coming on top of you. You got to have air blown on you. You just work up a big sweat in a hurry flying the P-51. Take it a 3-point back to the upright for 45-degree down line.
Man, he loves scooping that hill.
To a flying prototype in 120 days. Big old barrel roll right here. Imagine on the bottom side of the aircraft, the landing gear rolling around the inside of a barrel. Nice big barrel roll by Mr. Ed Shipley. He could cover across the field, right down the deck, ease back with a brake to landing, be at 3,000 feet by the time he turns downwind, and not force the airplane around. This 4,000-foot runway here is just about the limit you want to work a P-51 into. 3,000 feet, you can do it if you want to get on your brakes and binders, really got to slow down.
Right on the field, you got a good shot.
Get your cams ready, because here he comes from left to right, Mr. Ed Shipley.
Oh man, grease chug.
What's that thing? Oh, I love it.
Take that beautiful V12 engine, short stacks, maybe 8-10 inches long up the side. No bumpers, out of a Buckeye airplane. Get your marshmallows on the stick, because here he comes.
And it's coming our way.
You can feel the heat standing out here from that. He's probably in there swallowing everything he has in his mouth right now, going, oh my God, this is exciting. I can't wait. Okay, Warren's on his final pass, coming out short final. I can't see the flagman down there. We're listening. Power's up.
He's not even screaming.
Here we come. Ken Hyde and Larry Rudd accelerating the 57 pickup coming. Oh my gosh, they are screaming down the runway. Holy cow! Can you believe that? Can you believe that? And imagine, unbeknownst to you, there's a sole P-51.
Nice. Nice.
Ed Shipley is flying the B-51 Mustang here today. He is normally a pilot with Atlas Airlines. Co-pilot right now. The aircraft he's flying, of course, is the world-famous Cadillac of the Skies from World War II. Powered by a Rolls-Royce Packard P-12. These aircraft originally were built and sold to the government during World War II. The contract price was $54,000. However, today, there are only about 150 Mustangs left flying. And if you want to own one of these, you better take your chance because the prices start at about $200,000. And so on from there, this does a 4-point roll. Out front, precisely stopping those wings at each of the 4 points around the center axis of the airplane. Of course, armed with 650 caliber machine guns, the P-51 could also carry 10 5-inch rockets and 1,000 pounds of bombs. In place, you're going to burn a gallon of gas every minute. In fact, the operating cost is about $1,000 per hour. Just to get the engine rebuilt after 500 to 600 hours of
I lost them too.
will cost you $35,000 to $65,000 to make that $55,000 to $65,000.
Woo!
And it gave rather disappointing performance at altitude because of that. But in Great Britain, they decided to install the Rolls-Royce engine in it, and it changed the airplane forever. And that became the definitive model, as a matter of fact, in work. And that was because we simply didn't have other aircraft to send over there. They encountered jets there, and that, of course, led to the development of U.S. jets. During World War II, though, a Mustang flown by Lieutenant Ben Drew shot down 2 Me-262s on one day in October of 1944. And really streaming through the bottom of that entry as he goes into a real slow barrel roll out here. Unlike many of the World War II aircraft that you'll be seeing later on today, this airplane does have a liquid-cooled engine. I mentioned earlier the radiator underneath it. You should also know they were operational Mustangs until 1985, but not in the United States. The Dominican Air Force was still flying them at that time. It was said that Herbert Garrett, who led the Air Force, when he saw people here today are World War II veterans. If you're a World War II veteran, would you please raise your hand for what service you served? How about those of you who have any military service at all? Anybody who was ever in the military, raise up your hand. I'm doing it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have your hand up right now, would you do me a favor and put your hands together and give a great big round of applause to all these people because they're the reason you're here. Interesting thing about the Mustangs during the war, of course, initially they were painted olive drab, but gradually they did away with the olive drab camouflage on the top surfaces to save weight. And that gives it a nice roll right out front here. By the way, with a little turn right there, that he does make sure that his feet are toward the outside of the turn. That's a pretty high feet turn, and you don't want to have your head poked to the outside on a hard turn like that because there is a good chance that you'll go night-night. You don't want to do that while you're flying a P-51. Ed rolls the airplane over, punches the gear out, and gets set for his landing in this magnificent P-51 Mustang. And of course, with your feet on the rudder pedals once you get that tail wheel down. And it can be quite a fistful, but Ed is one of the best going. He's from Malvern, Pennsylvania. And we've known Ed for quite a few years, and if there's anybody who flies a Mustang better, I don't know who it is. And
and he never does any of these maneuvers, Bill, when he's flying the 747.
Is that right? Well, he does work for you after all.
Right?
There he is. Touchdown, 3.6.
Well, if you call what we do work, yes, I suppose it would be.
Well, you get to fly. How can that be work? All right, yes, so let's not don't share that with anybody. All right, heading safely on the ground. I think you will be kind enough to give away that flag. I'm going to take another break here. Here's the way I like to work. So glad you're here, Bill Lau, the announcer for Winston Eagle Airshow left here for Bill Lau and Nancy Lau, the other half of that announcing team. He's got the real best job in the house. He walks him around here, puts him in his chair and wheels him back again and puts the blanket over his seat and says, that's okay, Billy, just watch the show. Okay, to you, Nancy. All right, we got our space. Let's hear it for loud. Mid-South production. Hearing it at their show near you. And I can tell you right now that Ed's not going to be taxiing back to his original parking spot. But he is going to be parking that beautiful E51 Mustang called Big Beautiful Doll.
Perfect
He's going to be heading over to the United Kingdom, to the Duxford airfield, where he'll see another Big Beautiful Doll over there. And right now he's got the engine shut off, the canopy open. Let's hear it for Ed Shipley. Thank you.
This is bad.
Okay, you just saw a flashback to World War II. Let's go back to Mr. Bill.
Up on Cheesesteak Hill on the South Bender line, Franks has T-34 die-cast models in boxes. He has U.S. Air Force and Navy Airshow Commander Paul Sider, Sussex.
Baby.
Lieutenant Colonel John Josowitsky is the pilot today, and as he turns his F-117A, officially nicknamed the Black Jet, he'll make a slow-speed pass on his next pass. The F-117A's sophisticated fly-by-wire control system and autopilot allow the pilot to use the F-117A's sensors to locate his target and guide his weapons with pinpoint accuracy, all in the dead of night without the enemy even knowing he's there. Nighttime is when the F-117A shines in combat, as was proven time and time again during the Gulf War and most recently during Operation Allied Force in the Balkans. The F-117A has dropped over 2,000 tons of laser-guided munitions during 105 sorties and has scored direct hits on almost 2,000 targets. Mexico, coming today with our first flyby of the afternoon. I hope you all got lots of wonderful pictures.
Sussex, the 69th Battalion Special Operations Group, is about to recreate an actual rescue in Vietnam, culminating in a wall of fire display. If you have young children, be prepared to cover their ears. This performance is loud. Sign for this performance, Raven 1-1. The second aircraft, a Cessna 02B, call sign Dale 16. Forward air control aircraft back. The concept of an airborne controller capable of directing artillery and air support over the battlefield came into widespread use during the Second World War. By the beginning of the Korean War, that mission had been refined and those pilots became known as FACT. With the unconventional war in Vietnam, second time, listen to to the actual conversations during this rescue. Hail Mary, jumpers away.
Any back, any Fox Alpha Charlie, Grid Alpha Tango. Any back, over.
Roger, Firebase, Georgia. This is Raven 1-1 and Neil 1-6 in your sector, Alpha Tango. How can we help you?
1-1, this is Firebase, Georgia. We've got a Fox 4 crew down outside the wire. We're pinned down, can't get to them. Need fast movers, over.
Roger, Firebase, Georgia. I'll contact ground control and see what we can get to. Be back in 1. Break. Ground control. This is Raven 1-1 and Grid Tango Alpha and in contact with Firebase, Georgia. They've got big troubles and a down Fox 4 crew and then a CSAR team and some air to ground there. PDQ, what you got, buddy?
Roger. You're talking to the Sandy.
Dan got guns. Sandy's got bombs and the Sandy's got nades. Over. Roger. Understand. You got all the ordnance. We're going to need it all. And also understand Raven 1-1 is on-site commander. Roger. Sandy lead copy. Break. Sandy lead. Go to secure Victor. We need you at Firebase, Georgia. Get that R3350 going, boy. Roger. Sandy lead's ready to help you out. Roger. Raven 1-1. Break. Savior 6-6. Are you on the ground yet?
Yeah, this is 6-6.
Roger. He's on the ground. Sandy lead. Red 1-1. Sandy lead is 3 minutes out with 20 mic bike. Say, guys, say your desires.
This is 6-6, standby.
Roger, got your chair hot?
Standby.
Raven 1-1, or Sandy lead, Raven 1-1, how far out are you? Roger, Sandy lead 2 mics out, Raven 1, ready to go.
It was like a firecracker.
Roger, we'll be back and we're going in and mark the target as soon as I get a smoke on it. Stand by 1. Sandy lead, stand by.
So like bullets that already been fired and they can't be fired again.
This is Savior 6-6, got the pilot signal out.
We're marking the target. Savior 6-6, Jolly Green, you need us in yet? We're taking fire, guys, taking fire. Stand by.
Ground fire.
Hot for straight. Is that affirmative? That's affirmative.
Sandy, this is Raven 6, Savior 6-6, got you cleared hot. I need you about 150 meters east of my position. Stand by. Secondary! Good spot, Sandy, good spot, bring it back, same spot, what do you got? Double straight.
Good chance, Sandy leads clear in hot, second straight.
Yeah! He's coming back for another attack.
Coming back for another
Good spot, Sandy, they're still coming out of the wood line, what you got?
Okay, got some snake eye, 500 pounders, snake eye, that'll water in the rear.
Snake out will work just fine, bring it in right on the wood line, same.
Coming in.
And expedite.
Roger, expedite. And here it comes, Chris. Any leads off?
Spot, Sandy, good spot, they're still coming, looks like we're tying sides them on, you got any more?
Okay, got one more. You want same place,
No, same spot, cleared hot.
Coming around.
Charlie Green coming into my east. I need a clear path. Got your tape? Okay, what do you want next? I got tape left.
Powder.
Do it just fine.
There we go.